Polar bears are classified as marine mammals because they spend most of their lives on the sea, ice of the Arctic Ocean, and rely on the sea for food and habitat. Polar bears are the only bear species considered marine mammals. A polar bear's skin is actually black. Beneath their thick fur, polar bears have jet black skin. Their fur is also translucent and only appears white because it reflects visible light. They can swim continuously for days. In addition to reaching speeds of up to 9 km/h in the water, polar bears can swim long distances, steadily for hours to move from one ice floe to another. Their large paws are specially adapted for swimming, which they use to paddle through the water while keeping their hind legs flat as rudders. Less than 2% of polar bear hunts are successful. Although polar bears spend about half of their lives hunting for food, their hunts rarely succeed. Their main prey are ringed seals and bearded seals, which they hunt in various ways. They may raid seal pups' dens, wait by breathing holes or at the water's edge, or stalk seals resting on the ice. The Pallas's cat, or manul, is a little-known wild cat species. This animal lives in the grasslands and mountains of Central Asia. They are recognized for their grumpy-looking face and cute appearance. Pallas's cats have thick fur to protect them from the cold, with longer fur on their belly and tail. Their coat color varies from gray to yellow or reddish-brown, with white tips that give a silvery effect. They have 2 dark lines on their face resembling eyebrows, rounded low-set ears to reduce heat loss, and a tail with 4 black rings at the tip. According to BBC Wildlife magazine, Pallas's cats inhabit the grasslands and mountains of Central Asia, including Mongolia, Russia, Kazakhstan, and surrounding areas. They live in cold and dry environments such as steppes, alpine deserts, and rocky high-altitude regions. These cats make dens in caves, crevices, or abandoned burrows of other animals. Their thick fur keeps them warm on frozen ground and snow. As noted by Big Cat Rescue, the name Pallas's cat comes from the scientific name Otocolobus manul, given in honor of Peter Simon Pallas, a Prussian naturalist who first described the species in 1776. The name Pallas's cat is derived from this scientific designation. Foxes share many similarities with cats. According to Mental Floss, foxes become active after dusk, just like cats. They have vertically oriented pupils that allow them to see well in low light. Foxes hunt by stalking and then pouncing on their prey. Foxes make dozens of different sounds. According to the Big Grink, foxes can produce a wide range of sounds, around 40 in total. Bark-like screams are perhaps the most recognizable, but foxes also often emit raspy chatters. Foxes have sharp hearing. Also from the Big Grink, it is reported that red foxes can hear the ticking of a watch from 40 yards away. This extraordinary ability helps them hunt. And interestingly, foxes also use the Earth's magnetic field to locate their prey. Most foxes are faithful. According to AZ Animals, foxes are monogamous, meaning they typically have only one mate for life. In fact, some species of foxes will not seek a new mate if their partner dies. However, not all fox species are strictly monogamous. A wolf's howl can be heard up to 10 kilometers away. One of the fascinating traits of wolves is their powerful howl. In fact, howling is their way of communicating, but it can be so loud that it carries across a much wider radius compared to other animals. According to Britannica, a wolf's howl can travel as far as 10 to 16 kilometers on a quiet night. A wolf's sense of smell is 100 times sharper than a human's. Another interesting fact about wolves is their highly developed sense of smell, which plays a crucial role in hunting. Their sense of smell is so strong that they can detect specific scents from very far away. According to Gazette, wolves have a sense of smell 100 times sharper than humans, being able to detect odors up to 2.5 kilometers away. This is because humans only have about 5 million scent cells, while wolves have around 200 million. Wolves communicate in various ways. According to Wolf Haven International, wolves often howl to gather their pack, mark their territory with urine, and use body language such as lowering themselves to show submission to the pack leader. Wolves are monogamous animals. According to Medium, wolves are known to be monogamous, usually pairing with one mate for life. The alpha pair remains together throughout their lives, leading the pack and raising their offspring. This monogamous behavior is uncommon among many species, which makes wolves quite unique. The red panda, Ailurus fulgens, is a mammal belonging to the order Carnivora. As its name suggests, the red panda has thick reddish-brown fur and black legs. Its face is round and white with reddish-brown lines running from the eyes to the mouth. Its long tail has 12 alternating rings of red and light brown. They have a thumb-like adaptation to grasp bamboo similar to the giant panda. Red pandas primarily eat bamboo using their opposable thumb, although their thumb-like limb can function in a similar way. To that of the giant panda, it is believed that the red panda's opposable thumb may have evolved as an adaptation for gripping tree branches rather than stripping bamboo. They are found in the Himalayas and eastern mountainous regions. Red pandas live in the high-altitude forests of Nepal, India, Bhutan, Myanmar, and China. They are mostly arboreal species, often living near water sources and in areas with dense bamboo growth. Red pandas prefer staying up late to waking up early. In the wild, red pandas prefer a solitary and nocturnal lifestyle. They are most active from dusk until early morning. During the day, they can be found resting or sleeping either on the ground, hanging from or curled up in tree branches, depending on the weather. Their numbers are declining in the wild. The red panda is currently listed as an endangered species by the IUCN, with fewer than 10,000 individuals estimated to remain in the wild. However, the exact number is still uncertain. There are 8 known subspecies of Arctic fox. The Arctic fox population is estimated to number at least several hundred thousand in the wild, which is currently stable and of least concern. Based on genetic studies, there are 8 subspecies of Arctic fox. Their population fluctuates in response to lemming numbers. Arctic foxes rely on lemmings as their primary food source in inland regions, creating a close predator-prey relationship between them. As a result, much of their population fluctuates each year in response to rises and falls in lemming numbers as part of their natural population cycle. They live in some of the harshest places on the planet. Arctic foxes are well adapted to living in extremely cold environments, such as the Arctic tundra and mountainous polar regions in the northern hemisphere. They change their fur color depending on the season. Different seasons bring different climate conditions and opportunities for Arctic foxes. Therefore, their fur changes color between seasons, both for thermal insulation and to blend in with their surroundings. They can also dive into the snow to catch their prey. Arctic foxes often use special tricks when hunting. Lemmings are their favorite prey. But since lemmings live in complex tunnel networks buried deep beneath the snow, this helps protect them from predators on land. There are 4 species in the dugong family, 3 of which are manatees, and only one is a dugong, Dugong dugon, the species found in North Sulawesi. The only other true dugong species, Hydrodamallus gigas, was hunted to extinction in 1767, just 36 years after it was discovered. Its appearance was similar to dugong dugon, but it was much larger, with a body length of 7 to 10 meters and a weight of 4,500 to 5,900 kilograms. Dugongs are often called sea cows because of their heavy, bulky bodies. Their color is grayish-brown, with a length ranging from 2.4 to 4 meters, and adults typically weigh between 230 and 400 kilograms. They have short, paddle-like forelimbs and a straight tail used to propel themselves through the water. Dugongs are social species and are found in groups of varying sizes, from 2 to 200 individuals. Pairs of dugongs often consist of a mother and her calf. Large groups cannot stay together for long, because there is rarely enough seagrass to support them for extended periods. Dugongs are the only herbivorous marine mammals on the planet, and their diet consists entirely of seagrass. They use their upper lips to uproot entire seagrass, plants, instead of just eating the leaves. This behavior creates dugong trails that look like sandy paths through seagrass meadows. This type of kangaroo is known as the tree kangaroo, which lives an arboreal lifestyle. Unlike land-dwelling kangaroos, tree kangaroos are well adapted to thrive in the dense tropical rainforests. A rare animal. According to Indonesia.go.id, this species is considered an extremely rare, endemic animal by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, IUCN. In fact, the golden-mantled tree kangaroo and the mbiso are on the verge of extinction and listed on the red list, with only about 10-15 individuals of each species remaining. Dependent on forests. As their name suggests, these species cannot survive without trees. According to worldwildlife.org, tree kangaroos live in lowland and montane rainforests in Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, and the northern tip of Queensland, Australia, an endemic species of Papua. Tree kangaroos are endemic to Papua. According to the publication, Tree Kangaroo, Dendrolagus sp. Papua's local potential as a future food. Sourced by Johan F. Koiber. Tree kangaroos inhabit all regions of Papua, occupying around 80% of Papua's land area as their natural habitat. Omnivores. According to WWF-Panda.org, tree kangaroos are omnivores, with a varied diet that includes leaves, fruits, flowers, bark, and even small animals such as birds and reptiles. The word lynx comes from Greek meaning to shine, referring to their reflective eyes. Their distinctive features include prominent tufts of hair on top of their ears and a short, stubby tail. According to National Geographic, lynx are generally light brown, reddish, or gray with dark spots for camouflage. Their fur grows thicker in the winter to keep them warm in cold climates. Lynx cats have tufted ears. One of their defining traits is the ear tufts that look like antennas. Just like antennas, these tufts actually help enhance the lynx's hearing ability. Lynx cats also have natural snowshoes on their feet. Unlike other wild cats or pumas, lynx do not sink into the snow. They have long, rounded feet and widely spaced toes, which help them stay on top of the snow. This adaptation makes it easier for them to hunt in snowy environments. Lynx are selective hunters. While they can prey on animals as large as deer, as well as birds and other small mammals, they prefer snowshoe hares, which make up about 90% of their diet. Lynx cats do not build nests. Instead, they make shelters for their young using natural materials such as fallen logs or shallow depressions in the ground, surrounded by dense cover.